What's up, guys? Today I'm here to show you how to use the Resource Explorer inside the Prancer platform. And we are here with another episode of Learning Prancer under 3 minutes. Resource Explorer is a very powerful feature inside Prancer platform to get an insight of what's happening in your environments. It can show you all the snapshots that we are storing in our environment, and you can drill down and find out what are the configurations are, and also all the test cases related to those environments. So start with inside our Prancer platform, you can select on the second tab, which is our Resource Explorer page. So first of all, you have to put some criteria for the filter of the resources. You need to select a collection from the collections that you've previously put in the environment. For example, I will select the Azure Cloud as one of the collections that we have. It will automatically fill out the fields for you based on the collection that you've selected, but also it's possible for you to change it. For example, because I've selected the Azure Cloud, you can see the subscription and the user account is automatically selected. I can further filter the data that I want to get. For example, I can select specific region of the Azure, or I can select specific resource type. So you can select these items, and then when it's good for you, you can click on the run. It shows you all the data, which are in this case Azure Cloud resources. And if those resources, based on the latest run of our CSPM feature, they are compliant or they're not. As an example, there is like a test webhook or there is a test NSG in my environment which are not compliant, and everything else in this page, they are compliant. I can select on the item. There's like a simple dashboard shows you the information. On that specific resource, we ran 33 tests and they passed. 2 of the tests failed, and total number of tests 33 on that specific resource. It's not compliant and it's still active. There is a resource path. You can click on this and see the resource inside the target environment, in this case Azure, and also there is a view config item. If I click, you can see the snapshot that we are storing in our Prancer platform to run the test against that. All the test cases are listed out here, the pass and fail test cases. In this case, you can see the NSG, the security group that we have in the Azure, port 22 and port 3389, they are open, which they shouldn't be, and because of that the test cases are failed. I can review all the test cases related to the NSG. You see there are so many items that we are testing for each NSG, and I can click on each item to get more information. For example, here you can see that SSH port is open in my NSG, which it shouldn't, and you get more information here. You can see the test that we are running, and also based on which compliance we need to make sure that port is closed, and other information related to the test case. It is possible to remediate the problem right here. For example, here if I click on the remediate button, and if I'm in the monitor and remediate mode, it will fix the resource in the target environment. For example, in this case, it will close SSH port for me in the Azure Cloud. And then the next time that I run the code, I don't see this problem anymore. And this is how the remediate button works. Based on the query that you're coming up with, you can save the query and then use the query later. For example, let's say you have like specific region, a specific resource type that you're looking for, and you can save it and every time just load the query and use that. Also, it's possible for you to search between the results that are coming back to you. This is like a cloud example. Let me also put an example for the IAC. For example, I will put the Kubernetes IAC, the Kubernetes object file. And the same thing, it will fill out the information for you. You can see the YAML files for the Kubernetes object files that we found in the Git repository, and also if they are passed or failed. For example, there is like a pod creation YAML file which is failed. If I click on this, the same thing, it shows me total number of the tests that we ran on that item, and then how many of them are passed, how many failed. You see a link to the GitHub repository storing this YAML file, also the config that we are storing in the Prancer platform. That's a super simple YAML file just for the testing purpose. And it's possible for you to remediate the problem. The problem is we have to minimize access to secret, which is an RBAC test case, and we can also remediate items if it's available for us in the Prancer platform. So this resource explorer is a very powerful tool for you. You can use it to drill down into cloud live resources, the Kubernetes environment, and also to your Git repository to understand what's happening in the environment, find out what are the test cases for each resource that you have in your environment, and also remediate those problems to fix the security misconfiguration in your cloud and your IAC code. Thank you and have a good day.